Good morning, I'm Clinton Griffiths. Low water levels on the Mississippi River are a concern for grain movement, but also a concern for moving things back up the river like fertilizer. It comes as Florida cleans up from Hurricane Ian, a key fertilizer producing state. Ag Michelle Rook takes a closer look at the impact all of this is having on prices right now. Michelle?
Clinton, fertilizer prices have been at record high levels through much of 2022, and generally any type of additional supply chain disruption like a hurricane only exacerbates that situation. However, the good news for farmers is that fertilizer supplies and logistics are in pretty good shape for this fall, and so they won't see any additional price hikes during this fall's application season. As the harvest progresses, farmers like Jeff Thompson are already thinking about the 2023 season. He admits he's concerned about the price and availability of fertilizer with weather issues impacting supply and availability.
Yeah, that's the next thing is getting fertilizer. You know, it's crazy expensive, and getting it's going to be tough, and it'll drag into next spring too.
Thompson has been watching the reports of slow barge traffic on the Mississippi River and assessments of hurricane damage in Florida, home to 75% of all phosphate fertilizer produced in the U.S. However, the storm moved farther south than anticipated, and so the industry actually dodged a bullet, and so did prices.
The rumors are that there could be a loss of upwards of 200 to 250,000 tons of production, and that is a very big number, but the key term is they're up to. So we don't quite know. It might not be even that much. That's probably just a very conservative on the upside estimate. And when we start talking about what we could lose from an overall demand for this fall, the market has largely shrugged it off and said, okay, if we lose 250,000 tons, that's not that large of a deal. We've not seen the market react afterwards.
And Linville says they aren't majorly concerned about fall fertilizer supplies tied to low water levels in the Mississippi because a good percentage of fall potash and phosphate supply has already been delivered.
We feel like the vast majority is already in place, and there are enough demand concerns that hopefully that levels out. We've got what we need in place. However, anytime you start talking about losing something as substantial as the Mississippi River, it has ramifications across all fertilizer products.
So Linville says if there are any supply chain disruptions in the fertilizer industry, the bigger impact may be felt this spring, again, depending on weather and precip levels this winter. So far, Linville says potash and phosphate fertilizer prices are running above last fall. However, at least they have dropped off the record high prices set this spring. What the spring of 2023 brings, though, is still a question mark.